Hi students, today we are going to see one numerical in vapor power cycles. So the numerical goes like this. Dry saturated steam at 17.5 bar enters the turbine of a steam power plant and expands to the condenser pressure of 0.75 bar. Determine the Carnot and Rankine cycle efficiencies. Also find the work ratio of the Rankine cycle. So this is what we have to do. So the first one is here the data is given as pressure P1 is equal to 17.5 bar, P2 is equal to 0.75 bar, and we need to find out two pressures are given 17.5 and 0.75. So we need to find out the efficiency of Carnot and Rankine cycles. And also we need to find out the work ratio of the Rankine cycle. So this is one complete problem. So two pressures are given. So first let us see the Carnot cycle. So Carnot cycle diagram is should be drawn like this. Temperature entropy diagram. So first one is 17.5 bar is shown 1 to 2. This is P1 pressure. So 1 to 2 process is P1 pressure, and 4 to 3, 3 to 4 process is P2 pressure. So P1 pressure is 17.5 bar and P2 pressure is 0.75 bar. So this is how the TS diagram should be drawn for Carnot cycle. So next thing is, so if you take steam table book, we don't get exactly for 17.5 bar. So if you turn around the pages in the steam tables, we can find the values of 17 bar and we can find the values of 18 bar. But we don't have the values for 17.5 bar. But actually here it is very easy to find out 17.5 bar, because so both should be taken as average. 17 and 18, if you take average, you will get the values. In case, in any other problem, if you get any, so to find out P is equal to 17.2 bar or 17.3 bar, then it is very difficult to find out the values for that. So in that case, so what you are supposed to do? In that case, what you are supposed to do is, we need to do the linear interpolation. So how to do the linear interpolation? Suppose we need to find out 17.5 bar. So TS is equal to, first we need to put the value for 17 bar, that is TS 204.3 plus, and what is the highest value? 18 bar, so 207.11 minus what is the lowest value? 204.3 divided by what is the difference? 1 bar difference 1 into, so how much we have to find out? 17.5, that means 0.5 extra we should have. So that is equal into 0.5 is equal to 205.71. So this is how you do the interpolation. So for any value, if they ask you to do the interpolation, this is the method to follow, and this is the formula. I hope that you have understood this. So similarly, so first one is they have done for TS. Similarly, you have to do for HF, HFG, HG, SF, and SFG. Last one is SG. So this is how you have to do the interpolation. So next one is, you're going to do for take the values for 0.75 bar from steam tables. So this is how 0.8 we have and 0.7 we have, but we don't have any value for 0.75. Same thing, we have to do the interpolation. Once again I'll explain here. So to find out for 0.75 bar, so first let us do for TS. TS is equal to 91.74. So I'll explain how to do this interpolation. First we need to take 93.51 minus 89.96 divided by 1 into 0.5. 0.05 we have to put, because 0.75, right? So like that we need to put. So you will get all the values for HF, HFG, HG, SF, SFG, and SG. Once you find out all the values, then you need to find out the Carnot efficiency. the Carnot efficiency is equal to, already we have seen, it is T1 minus T2 divided by T1. So T1 values are known, like in the previous slide I have shown. So let's go back to the previous slide. So here we have seen TS is equal to 478.71 and T2 is equal to 364.74. So how do we get this 364.74? Because here it is given as TS is equal to 91.74. You can see in the same page, TS is equal to 91.74 degrees Celsius. If you add plus 273, you are going to get 364.74. So divided by again T1 478.71. So the Carnot efficiency is equal to 23%, like 23.81 percentage. And also we need to find out the steam rate. Steam rate we have to find out, that is what is given in the problem. So how do we find out the steam rate? So 1 divided by cyclic integral of dW, delta W, that is nothing but net work done. So what is our net work done formula? Wt minus Wp. So here Wt indicates turbine work and P indicates pump. So in the Rankine cycle we have the vapor power cycles, we have pump also. So turbine work minus pump work, Wt minus Wp will give you so this net work done. So to find out Wt minus Wp, we need to know all the enthalpies like H1, H2, H3 and H4. Right. So how to find out all these enthalpies? So first we need to do, since the expansion work is isentropic. So I will show you, I will take you to the first slide. If you look at this diagram, TS diagram, so 1 to 2 is constant pressure process. So 2 to 3 process is isentropic. That means S2 is equal to S3. So S2 is equal to S3. So then S2 is equal to Sg. So which value? So S2 is equal to Sg is equal to 6.3855. So where do we get this value? We'll get this value in this tabular column. Like if you see 17 bar, if you see the Sg is equal to last and final value 6.3855. This value you have to put is equal to so S3 is equal to SF3 plus X3 into SFG3. So S3 is equal to, for S2 we have written SF3 plus X3 SFG3. Again we'll go take you to the diagram. If you look at this second point and third point, S2 is in dry saturated line, but S3 in wet condition, wet vapor. So you might have seen the same thing in a steam chapter in Elements of Mechanical Engineering when you studied in first year. So steam chapter it comes. What is the formula? What is the entropy formula for wet steam? And what is the enthalpy for wet steam? What is the enthalpy of dry steam? What is the enthalpy of superheated steam? In the same way, what is the wet steam for dry entropy? What is the dry saturated entropy? What is the superheated entropy formula? So if you have any idea, you can go back and check once again the values. Since here third process, third point, third state S3 is in wet side. So wet means we need to put the value, the formula as SF3 plus X3 into SFG3, right? So if you substitute all the values, we don't know X3, that means dryness fraction, how much amount of water vapor is present in the steam. So that is nothing but X3. So we have all the values SF3, SFG3. We need to take the values from P2 pressure. If you want, I'll show you. So this is the P2 pressure. So where SFG and SF, so all the values are here, 1.2126. So these values we need to take. So in that we get X3 value. X3 is equal to 0.828. That means 82% of wet moisture content is available in the steam, not 100%. If it is 100%, the steam is dry saturated. Now it is 82% wet. 82% dry means the remaining portion will be wet. That is what it indicates, the dryness fraction. So H3, now we have to find out the enthalpy of third state. H3 is equal to HF3 plus X3 into HFG3. Why do we get this formula? Because it is in the wet region. That's why you will get this formula. H3 is equal to HF3 plus X3 into HFG3. So you substitute all the values, you will get H3 enthalpy, that enthalpy at state 3. So now with this we can find out the turbine work done. So turbine work or expansion work or positive work, three names are given to it. So H2 minus H3 is equal to, you finally you will get the value 522.47 kilojoules per kg. Now we need to get one more value, which is nothing but compression work. Compression work is H1 minus H4, right? So for H1 minus H4, H1 we need to find out, H4 we need to find out. So how do we find out? So let us take once again isentropic process. S1 is equal to S4. If you look at the diagram, in the TS diagram, if you see S1 is equal to S4. That means SF1 is equal to so and so value. So 2.384. So 2.3844 is equal to SF4. If you look at it, it is in the wet region. So again the same formula, SF4 plus X4 into SFG4. We substitute all the values and we don't know the dryness fraction X4. So you will find out the X4 value. So enthalpy at state 4 is H4 is equal to HF4 plus X4 into HFG4. So you know all the enthalpies of the different values. So so if you substitute and X4 as 0.188, so you will get the enthalpy at state 4. H4 is equal to 811.79 kilojoules per kg. So with this we can find out the compression work. So compression work formula is equal to H1 minus H4. So you'll get the value that compression work is nothing but pump work. Because in the pump there is a compression takes place. The small amount of compression, not like compressor. How does that compressor do? It's not the same, but there is some sort of compression will be done. So WP is equal to 66.36 kilojoules per kg. So finally, your steam flow rate SSC divided by so WT minus WP, as we have seen in the previous one. So last one is work ratio. So cyclic integral of net work done divided by positive work. See, dear students, the positive, we have two different work. One is turbine work, another one is compressor work. Turbine work is nothing but positive work. Compressor work or pump work is nothing but negative work. So here positive work is WT. So finally the value, the formula will be WT minus WP divided by WT is equal to, if you substitute, you will get 0.873 is the work ratio. So this is how to solve the for Carnot cycle. Okay. So in the next video, I'll continue. Here only I have done for Carnot cycle. In the next video, the same problem I will do for Rankine cycle. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.